Josh, you want one?
Thank you.
You want one?
No, all right, thank you.
Girls, you want a water or something?
Oh, sure. She
You want one for your partner?
She had
Okay. Yep.
You start modified right at 6, or are they going early?
I think so. They're going to start with a Tioga versus Tioga modified. Welcome to the fans at home. We'll be starting with some modified matches. We'll announce them as they come out. I believe we're going to have one Tioga v. Tioga modified match. I believe we're going to have 4 or 5 modified matches, then we will go right into the varsity duel. There'll be 8 contested bouts in the varsity duel. We'll have a few more modified matches. Then Tioga will wrestle the entire Waverly team again. And then we may wrestle a few of the kids a third time. So should be a good night of wrestling. Stay tuned with us. Well, we're on, so.
That's good. Because then you have a reason to burn it. I'm good. Look how much. Yeah, your hair doesn't matter.
I was a little late. Cage's in the first round. They split it in rounds. Well, if that kid has 4 kids up to bat, he's probably being used up. There's different rounds. Yeah, 6 minutes. Oh, I think it's 2, 2, 2. Yeah, 6 minutes a match.
Do I put Terrence T?
You're like the third match, I think.
Third match?
Yeah, he's in the first round. Yeah. I know. No, we don't because you see that thing? It's because if one kid has 4 matches, he's
No, it is by.
it is by wrestling. All 3 of us have to wrestle. You're gonna be like 5th.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It goes by way.
go by weight class. But
You're against Josh in the first round. Gage is against me in the first round.
yeah.
About to do it. About to do it. So they go modified first?
This is Tioga's Caden Cole and Logan Bellis, a modified matchup here. Teammates going against teammates here. So enjoy this modified match. We'll be with varsity here in a few minutes.
So we're watching two modified wrestlers, Caden Cole and Logan Bellis, two of our Tioga lightweights at the modified level that are undersized, so they don't get very many matches. So we're going to wrestle them a couple times together because they're both high quality kids.
Up next in modifieds here is Tioga's Ryan Chamberlain and Waverly's Dustin Gingrich.
Tioga with a takedown. Dustin Gingrich with the fall for Waverly.
Up next, Tioga's Brendan Sindoni against Waverly's Seth Noto.
Fall for Brennan Sindoni. Interesting fact, Brennan Sindoni is the son of Waverly wrestler AJ Sindoni.
This is always a small world in the wrestling world. Next up, Tioga's Owen Rogers and Waverly's Troy Beeman.
Takedown 2 for Beeman. Straight to his back. And a fall. And our last modified match tonight before the varsity is Tioga's Tate McCauley versus Waverly's Austin Babcock. Actually, these are both Tioga boys. Future football lineman.
So we're gonna fill every weight. Here's
Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than a beetle. Foreign shit running on diesel, dog. Playing with my man, this shit is lethal, dog. John Corleone. Trust me at the top, it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like you know me, dog. Don't just say it, now you gotta show me. Bring it to the back, empties. Yes, it's it, dog.
For the fans at home, we will bring the house lights back up after the warm-up so that we can have good view.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Times Live Stream, brought to you by the Morning Times and Tioga Central School District. In Tioga tonight to watch the Tioga Tigers take on the rival Waverly Wolverines in wrestling. It should be a good showdown with some good matches here tonight. They're going to actually wrestle a couple of times at least, the Tioga Tigers and Waverly Wolverines, get the kids as many matches as possible. I'm Pat McDonald alongside Joshua, former Tioga coach, now Tioga principal. Tonight's match is brought to you by Valley Williams Auto Group Dealerships. Williams Toyota and Williams Ford are conveniently located on Elmira Street, and Williams Subaru will be joining them soon when they open their new facility in mid-February. For all your Toyota, Subaru, and Ford sales, parts, and service needs, visit WilliamsAutoGroup.com or find them on Facebook for the latest updates and vehicle news. That's Williams Auto Group, proud to partner with the community. Tonight's pre-match show here is brought to you by Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Coming soon to the Valley is Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Located in the former Carl's newsstand, Patty Mac's will be the spot to get your daily dose of lotto, skill games, tobacco, drinks, and snacks. Check out Patty Mac's Daily Dose on Facebook for more information. And Josh, we're here tonight. Tioga returns 5 state qualifiers, including a state champ. What's this team? Obviously, that's most coaches could never dream of having that kind of group coming back to the squad.
Not only does he have them coming back this year, he's got them all back next year as well. We only have 2 seniors on the lineup, and I believe we have 8 or 9 freshmen sitting on this team here that are pretty experienced. So.
And those returning qualifiers, Gianni Silvestri is a state champ last year at, was it 99 pounds you won it at? He's only a freshman. He won a state title as an 8th grader. Yep. Mason Welch, 7th place finisher. Caden Bells, 4th place. Justin Hopkins looks like 5th place.
That was in the section.
Oh, section, okay.
Donovan Smith was a qualifier.
Donovan Smith was a qualifier, and then Emmett Wood, a 7th place finish last year at states.
Donovan Smith ended up winning the Section 4
last
year, with Hopkins being a sectional finisher as well.
For Waverly, they're going to bring 110 pounds Derek Thorpe, 118 Landon McCarty. At 32 and 38 will be Connor Stotler, Derek Bartlett, 172 Andrew Kimball, 189 and 215 will be Gage Tedesco, Trevor Myers, and Ty Beeman also in there at 215, and then Camden Peters at heavyweight. Yeah, so I guess if we look at wrestlers to watch here, Tioga has a bunch of them, but you got to start with the state champ, right? Gianni Silvestri. He's up to, looks like 118 pounds this year.
Yeah, Gianni's, we've kind of made a commitment this year as we're not going to cut a lot of weight. There's no state title. So we're going to wrestle up and just get as many matches as we can and work on our skills. So Gianni probably, if there were a state championship, he would be down at 110, which would be 112.
Yep.
But there's no reason to do that if the high-level competition's not at the end.
And I'm sure I know Coach Harrington always gets these guys out and about to wrestle in the off season, and Gianni will be getting a lot of competition here this spring, summer, going into next season, which will be his sophomore year. It's not like college; they can't get an extra year.
No, unfortunate. And he's a kid that definitely puts his time in. So does Caden. Those guys did a lot of traveling. Mason Welch as well does a lot of off-season work, and these guys have been staying busy. Even through the COVID shutdown, they've continued to improve their skills. There's a freshman I'm kind of excited about. Trent Brown is son of a wrestler of mine way back in 2000, Andy Brown. But I see good things out of Trent coming.
And Coach Whitman, Waverly rebuilding there the last few years, and they've got the numbers way up now, which is really good to see.
Comparatively to when he took over, he kind of had an empty cupboard there that he had to take over for, and he's starting to get the numbers back. I was hoping to see a little more modified out of his kids there, but it's a process, and COVID is hard right now.
Yeah.
The kids have been sitting at home. It's hard to get new kids out.
And we're going to listen to the national anthem here so you can enjoy that. Get ready to go here in Tioga, and once again, our pregame show is brought to you by Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Coming soon to the Valley is Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Located in the former Carl's newsstand, Patty Mac's will be the spot to get your daily dose of lotto, skill games, tobacco, drinks, and snacks. Check out Patty Mac's Daily Dose on Facebook for more information. So it looks like we're going to start right at the bottom, right? So 106, will be a forfeit. Tioga will pick up 6 points right away, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're even going to walk them out into the middle of the mat today. I think we're just going to probably put the points on the board, and then just get to the contested matches.
So we'll start at 110. Waverly's Derek Thorpe, Tioga's Levi Bellis.
Levi's part of that freshman crew that's coming in that obviously Coach Harrington, Coach Bellis are pretty high on. They're kind of a product of Coach Bellis, the McWhinney boys, who coached our youth program for a long time, and they've been in the room a long time, and they've paid their dues, and it's nice to see them finally up here on the varsity mat.
I'm assuming a lot of these guys do wrestle for Coach Harrington over at the FLWC too, right? They get some work in over there.
Yeah, they do. A lot of these guys did a lot of time in Worthing's barn, just to stay active, and because even the FLWC got shut
they had
down
to
for a while.
So we're underway here. The Morning Times live stream brought to you by Tioga Central School District and Williams Auto Group. Bellis in on a single leg right away. It gets it too early. 150 to go here in the first period.
Yeah, and he's a tough top ride on the left side.
You hear Coach Harrington's yelling and work on that 2-on-1. Getting for a tilt. And he might get a pin out of it. There it is. 17 seconds into the match. Levi Bellis with the fall for Tioga, and they're up 12-0 now. It's funny, whenever I see a Waverly match and somebody with a tilt, I just think of Colin McDonald.
Oh, yeah. Who made a lot of mileage off that tilt.
Yeah, he'd hit it from anywhere, and
it seemed like he had arms that extended to his shins. Now we're up to the returning state champ.
Yeah, 118 pounds. Gianni Silvestri, Tioga against Landon McCarty for Waverly.
Gianni's a kid that has also put a lot of time in. He wrestled Super 32s and journeyman. He's going to be continually trying to improve his skills. He certainly has not rested on his laurels.
And quick in there, a single leg. He's in on it deep. Now he gets the other leg. That should be... Just got to pop the head out. There it is. So 2 for Silvestri. Right to the back. Now he's getting the swipes.
That's a good fight by McCarty.
Yeah, it's tough duty for McCarty coming in against the state champ. Your first match of the year, really.
Absolutely, but he fought there and really kept the back points down to 2.
Yep, so 4-0, and Silvestri's going to let him up. So 4-1, 1:30 to go here in the first period.
You look to see Gianni try to control McCarty's left arm.
Working on the edge. Good job by McCarty there.
McCarty's a big Waverly wrestling family.
Yeah, it's fun to see those names come up
Yeah.
with the different generations.
Absolutely.
A little shot attempt there by McCarty. Good job by Silvestri, though. He's going to fight that off.
Love to see McCarty's just attacking. You know, you're out against state champ. He's
Nothing
not
to
backing
lose,
out.
right?
He's going forward. He's out there attacking. I love that.
Only 4-1, 54 seconds to go here in the first period. Both guys shot, faking, and McCarty, good job here.
He's got a good front headlock. He's trying to turn the corner.
Silvestri pretty tough there. Just good hips, pushes him out of bounds. 35.3 seconds left here, first period. Silvestri up 4-1 on McCarty of Waverly.
Yeah, Coach Harrington's not that happy about Gianni not picking up the pace here.
There it is, easy 2 for Silvestri. 6-1 now.
Yeah, you can see Gianni's keeping his hands low, waiting to catch that shot. This is where he's really, this is the position that really made him a state
And
champ.
potentially dangerous there. It's always interesting to see where the ref is on those kind of calls there. Some guys are quick to pull the trigger on those dangerous calls. Others let it go.
Yeah. And again, no reason to risk an
No.
athlete right now. It's the first match. Some of these kids haven't really been active for almost a year now. So
Now he's working on a tilt.
You're going to see that a lot out of the Tioga team, controlling risks, getting after tilts.
He's holding 2, so it's going to be 8-1 after the first period. Silvestri Tioga on top of McCarty Waverly. We're at 118 pounds here on the Morning Times live stream, brought to you by Tioga Central School District and Williams Auto Group. Yeah, and like you said, not much of a preseason or anything, so and wearing the mask, so the conditioning is going to be interesting to see here which kids are able to hang on and go the full 6 minutes with a full tank of gas.
Yeah, it was nice to see the guys adjust after that first week. You could see, needing more mask breaks, and kids are so resilient. But, I went in there with a mask on, and I'm pretty fat and old when it comes to wrestling, and that mask was tough. That was really hard, and the kids are starting to figure it out.
Well, and those wrestling rooms are always a little hot and humid in there too, so that's got to make it even tougher.
Gianni's about to get his one here.
Now he's going for a cradle there. That's locked up. Cardi trying to fight out of bounds, but that's locked up tight. He's got his 2 now.
He's going to try to wind that up by getting both knees behind that ankle. And McCarty's locked on that leg pretty good.
Now he's got swipes going. So he's got, I believe, only a 2 count.
He's trying to get a wind up, but
McCarty, good job fighting there.
yeah, he's really representing himself well here. You notice Gianni's right elbow is on the shoulder. That's going to be really hard to turn to a pin position. So he's got
1 minute left, second period. 10-1, but he's holding 2, so 12-1.
Yeah, you can see Gianni grabbing his mask, pulling down, trying to get a breather. This is the first match for these guys. Conditioning is definitely going to be a factor. They're not where they normally are.
Yeah, I covered North Section Wrestling in PA there last weekend, and Canton's only wrestled a few times, and you can see in those guys in third period they were getting a little gassed.
It's not a traditional training year.
Looking for that tilt again. That's pretty tight there.
That is
He sits out.
hard to pin there, though.
There he's sitting out.
He's got him high.
30 seconds to work this too. A lot of time. McCarty's trying to fight it off.
He is.
Not much he can do. Now he does. Now he's.
Oh, it was a nice transition.
That was nice work there. Went to 3 different kind of moves there to get that pin. I mean, tilt first and switching up. So pin, second period fall for Gianni Silvestri Tioga.
Landon really represented himself well there. He fought hard in a lot of tough positions.
I believe there's a forfeit at 26.
Yeah, but here's Caden Bellis up from I believe he was 13 last year, 4th in the state, and wrestling Connor Stotler, who is sectional place winner last year for Waverly.
So we're up to 132 here.
Caden is definitely one of the Tioga wrestlers that's made the biggest jump in the offseason. You know, weight, not only weight-wise, but really,
just skill-wise and just
he's really
putting in the work.
You know, you can definitely tell by the size for a freshman. He's starting to hit the weight room really hard.
And on a deep single, gets the 2 right to his back. No points yet, though. Good job by Stotler to fight off that. .130 left first period. Bellis up 2-0 on Stotler of Waverly. We're going to have, I think, 8 bouts here. Then the modifieds are going to come out for another round of wrestling, and then have a second round of varsity, and maybe even a third with a few matches later on.
There's that cross wrist tilt trying to.
Definitely see they're working on that in the room.
Yeah.
He's going to the 3 count, 3 points holding.
That's a big transition for kids, just not giving up their wrist. You know, it's just hard to get to the next level when you're giving up your wrist. And Caden rides that right side, which is a little different than most. But he's really good at collecting that wrist with the tight waist.
Now he's going to, looks like he might try to run it out front here.
Yeah, he's got a bar in, he's collecting the one-on-one on the far side.
And there it is, gets him over.
Yeah.
20 seconds to work this.
But again, you can just look at Connor. Connor's got a lot of pride in himself. He's not laying down in a tough situation. You know, that's not a comfortable situation.
Down to short time here, 8 seconds. So it's going to be 8-0, but it's going to be a pin with just 2.2 seconds left. So Caden Bells with the fall for Tioga over Connor Stotler of Waverly. Now up to 138 pounds. Waverly's Derek Bartlett against Mason Welch of Tioga.
This is the first wrestler to step on the mat for Tioga that's not a freshman. You know,
It's good for Tioga, scary for other teams.
Yes. Mason's a state place winner. He was runner-up in the section too, Donovan Smith, and then ended up competing really well at the states. Another kid that's put his time in.
Just a shame this year that there's no postseason for these guys.
Yeah, it is.
It's got to be really hard for them when they see their friends down in PA getting to do everything too. Right to his back goes Welch, puts Bartlett. Yeah, that's what's got to really sting for these guys looking just 10, 15 minutes away. Kids from Athens trying to work for a state tournament.
Try to go to a state tournament, state title, and you know, it's the same in the football season.
Yeah.
You know, now we are going to get to play football, but
looking for a pin, and there it is. Mason Welch with the fall for Tioga. Yeah, we just got the schedule out, and the Morning Times will be looking to live stream a bunch of Waverly, Tioga, and Spencer Vanette and Candor games. So
yeah, I'm really excited actually about the schedule. You know,
yeah, Waverly, Tioga right out the gate on I think March 19th.
You know, it's the same situation. Waverly football against Tioga football, Waverly wrestling against Tioga wrestling. These are storied. I think a lot of the gray hair is on my head is from having to coach against Coach McClough.
Yeah.
You know, those dual meets, 05, 06, where Tioga and Waverly were wrestling for the state titles all the time.
So we're all the way up to 171, right?
Yeah.
Andrew Kimball of Waverly, Trent Brown of Tioga.
This is a young man that I'm pretty excited about. He continues to work hard.
And on a single already. You mentioned Coach McClough, obviously sorely missed.
Yes, absolutely. Great.
Passed away a little bit ago, and thoughts and prayers to his family and all the Waverly wrestling family. Nothing yet.
Looks like
Kimball's trying to come around the back now. Now.
Oh, very nice.
So 2 for Brown. Might be getting. Should be getting swipes there even, but.
Yeah, he's still on his elbow.
Yeah. 1:12 left here in the first period.
That was a nice scramble for both guys. Both guys had an advantage position, and Brown was able to step over the hips and get his 2.
Getting the boots in.
Right in right away.
Got to watch himself there. Now he's getting swipes.
Big guy with upper weight with the ability to ride legs. He'll probably make some mistakes as a freshman in him first, but when junior, senior year, that's going to be such a tool for him to have in his arsenal.
Yeah, it's always when you see the upper weights that wrestled lower weights early on in their career, you can always see that. Ryan Wolcott from Waverly was a 103 pounder or something freshman year and ended up at 215 or.
He went up 40 pounds a year.
20 seconds to work this pinning combination here. There it is. So 149 on the pin for Trent Brown. Tioga's sweeping the action here so far.
So Tioga's bumping up Emmett Wood all the way to 89 to wrestle Gage Tedesco, I believe.
Yep, Gage Tedesco Waverly against Emmett Wood. State place finisher last year for Tioga, bumping up.
Yeah, see, he placed last year, I believe, at 152. We'll bump him up to 89, and just to get a really good match. It's good for the fans. Emmett's not afraid of the challenge. He knows that this kid's going to be much bigger than him. But
and speaking of football too, I'm sure he's excited to get out there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I know he's on pace. He was after last year for a school record, right? But I don't know if the 6 games will get him there or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, is he only a junior this year?
He is only a junior. So and he is a gifted athlete. And actually, wrestling season right before football after COVID, this is there's no double sessions for him to run himself into shape. So this is really going to be instrumental for him to.
Good job by Tedesco there.
Great slide back.
1:35 left first period. Team scores 30-0 Tioga.
Yeah, that was a nice slide by Tedesco. So Emmett knows he can't control that head.
Working front headlock there. They're on the edge, though.
Little elbow off try.
1 minute left here, first period, 189 pounds. Emmett Wood of Tioga, Gage Tedesco of Waverly. Tonight's match brought to you by Williams Auto Group.
Tedesco's tried a few moves yet. Emmett's still really not risked any position yet, but he's got a nice rush in. Getting high,
now,
there's a nice shot.
Good shot in now.
Yep. Now this will be interesting to see if he can return them for points.
Still no points yet. Good job by Tedesco. Fights that off, good hips.
Fight through that.
23 seconds left here, first period.
Real nice position for Emmett. Good chance to score there. Emmett just kind of relaxed there on that finish, thinking that he was going to give the 2 points, and Tedesco decided he was not done.
Out of bounds, 2.9 left here in the first. No score.
Ref talking to them about the mask.
I've been impressed all year in Pennsylvania, especially obviously with the mask wearing of the wrestlers. They've been able to keep them on pretty good. There's been complaints about basketball a little bit, but not about wrestling, doesn't seem like.
Which is ironic, as much physical contact. But again, I'm really impressed with the way the kids they get used to it. They fight through it, and they do what they have to do to compete.
No score still. Wood on bottom to start.
A couple knee slides, and Tedesco
Trying to get the boots in there, breaking down, but now Wood gets out.
got a little high on that. It's a good idea by Tedesco in that tripod, but got a little high and fell off top.
Nice little sweeping single action, but a good job by Wood to counter. Still no points. Now there's 2.
It was a good finish. I think I missed that on the camera. Sorry, fans at home, I'm new to this.
Out of bounds, 1:14 to go here. 3-0's our score. Emmett Wood of Tioga on top of Gage Tedesco of Waverly.
That was some nice mobility. You could see his speed around that corner.
Trying to tuck that mask into his headgear, I think. If weather cooperates, we'll be in the Morning Times Live. We'll be in Waverly tomorrow for Waverly girls against Newark Valley. This is our first New York live stream. It's nice to finally be able to get up to New York State.
You just notice a difference in my student body. Finally getting to compete.
Yeah, there's hasn't been much to look forward to in the COVID school year, I'm sure. .40 now, second period.
In the same situation, the Waverly wrestler's giving up his wrist.
There's
pulling into that tilt.
Tilt might get a fall out of it. Now using his head to fight it off is Tedesco. Now he's tried to come up himself. Wood recovered 20 seconds ago. He's got 2 backs. 6-0 now.
Again, collecting up wrists.
Down to 10 seconds.
After that bottom position, there's Tedesco starting to build some height there. So interesting to see if Tedesco goes neutral.
Yeah, that's what he does. So 6-0 here. Wood on top, but Tedesco looking to go to work on his feet.
Both guys have had opportunities to score on their feet. Tedesco hit the slide by early. See if he tries to go back to that. If Wood goes to the head.
Right, he had that kind of sweeping single earlier, but Wood was able to counter on it and score.
This is Tedesco's position. He likes to slide by that right arm of Wood.
There's the attempt. Two more matches after this for this round. Trevor Myers, Waverly, Josh Snell of Tioga at 215. Then Camden Peter and Cole Williams at 285. Here the Tioga coaches tell him not to hang in ties, get on his offense for Emmett. 1 minute to go, third period. Wood up 6-0.
Again, Emmett Wood keeps pulling the head down, elbowing off. Both guys still after it, late in the match. For the first match, that conditioning level.
Upper body now trying to maybe get a throw. 30 seconds.
He needs something feet to back, so that was smart for Tedesco to try to get up in there. Head position for Wood.
20 seconds now. Wood dance around a little bit. Doesn't want to get into that position.
No.
That position always kind of reminds me of Vincenzo Joseph. And down to 5. A little shot attempt now. Wood going to hang on the head. And he's going to pick up a 6-0 win.
It's a good match for those guys. Right out of the gates, 2 sectional place winners. Wood being a state place winner, Tedesco.
Yeah, those throwing positions always remind me of Vincenzo Joseph against Aymar there in the national final.
Joseph hit him with the inside trip there. So here's a junior that came out late. Really,
this is Josh Snell for Tioga.
He's changed his body. He's really getting some strength in the weight room with Coach Ayala. He's putting the work in. He's a smart kid. Just continues improving himself. He doesn't have the years behind him that a lot of the guys in the sport do, but he is definitely working to be the best he can be. And I'm really impressed with this kid.
So it's Trevor Myers of Waverly, Josh Snell of Tioga here, 215 pounds. Waverly looking to get on the board here. It's 33-0. Tioga in front in the team score. Shot attempt by Myers. Now another double there.
Yeah.
Gets the takedown, 1:30 to go.
Trying to put his legs in. It's going to cut him.
Thinks he can go on his feet, must be. So 2-1.
Little arm drag attempt.
Down to a minute to go here. 215 pounds. Waverly's Trevor Myers leading 2-1 over Josh Snell of Tioga.
That's a good leg attack for one of the bigger guys in our section, Wrestling 215, he had a nice leg attack, changed his level well.
.4 left. Myers still leads 2-1. Looks like we'll have 5 modified bouts after this varsity round, and then another 8 varsity matches, and a couple more modifieds, and maybe a couple more varsity.
Just going to get our money's worth out of this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have a long schedule, I guess you'd say you got to get as many matches as you can for these kids. Make it worth it.
Yep. Again, we're just consider this a developmental year all the way across the board, and then, when these two teams hopefully duel next year, they'll be looking to be the IAC championship between the two of them. There's a nice repenetration by Trevor.
Only 2 seconds left. And no score. So 2-1 still at the end of the first. Myers of Waverly up on Snell of Tioga.
It's good strength to defend there. Snell chooses bottom.
And for a team like Tioga, you can't go to any of the tournaments you'd normally go to, right? The tougher tournaments. So
Right.
You're basically stuck in Tioga County, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're not traveling really at all this year, so we're going to get the most out of what we can, competitively close. And, in the off season, those guys that are full year-round wrestlers, they're going to have to travel in that situation. But during season, we're not going to be really traveling a lot. This is a problem for a big guy. Big guys that can ride legs.
Yeah, gets the one leg in. Trying to get him turned here.
It's a good fight by Snell. Watch that shoulder there.
Now he's getting swipes there.
Swipes. He's going to get some back points there.
So he got a 2 count.
You could tell in the first period Trevor almost put legs in and then decided to cut him, so you knew he had something on top there that he was just
now he gets
against.
He's got all 3 holding now. Still got the same move in, so he's not going to get the points yet. Coming out front to drive.
Still finishing that half.
Now he gets him over. A lot of time to work, too. 55 seconds here in the second period.
Ref holds 3. That extends his lead to 5-1.
Good job by Snell there. Fight off that.
Good fight. Again.
A little high. See if he can shake him off. He can come out on top. That's what he does. So 5-3. 33 seconds left here in the second period.
Snell bouncing between head lever and half. Myers gets into a ball now, better position on bottom. He's not on his belly.
On a short time, too. Only 7 seconds left.
Oh,
Almost got him over.
He's got a chance to get out.
End of the second period, 5-3. Myers of Waverly on top of Josh Schnell of Tioga. Myers trying to get Waverly on the board here. Tioga leads 33-0. Myers goes down to start. Quickly stands to his feet. There he is. Gets out. 6-3 now. 1:43 to go in the regulation. Snell's got to get to work.
He's not pushing the pace. He's got to get after him now. He's down 3. He's got to take him down twice or take down to his back. So he's going to have to really start opening up and risking position to get into the legs.
Up next, heavyweight battle. Camden Peter of Waverly, Cole Williams of Tioga. Mask timeout there. Might be the first time we've seen some guys get gassed a little bit here, third period tonight.
This will be hardest on the big guys. You know, I'm just watching Snell in practice, though. He doesn't take very many mass breaks in practice, so he's getting used to it. You know, he had an opportunity there, and the coach had to tell him to take a mass break. You know, he's, again, adjusting.
1:10 left here in the third. Myers of Waverly up 6-3 on Snell of Tioga. Coach is telling him to commit to a shot when he has it there.
Myers to shout.
Nice double leg. And the 2 for Myers tried to get him right to his back, but he's going to be up 8-3 with 45 to go. And he cuts him. So 8-4. Still within a 5-point move here for Snell if he...
Shot coming. Likes to separate, stance break and shoot.
.23 to go. Stall warning. Down to 8 seconds. So Waverly's going to get on the board here. Trevor Myers for the Wolverines gets them on the board, the team score, with a decision 8-4 over Josh Schnell of Tioga. And then we're down to our last match here in the first round. Waverly's Camden Peters, Tioga's Cole Williams up next at 285. You'll read all about this in tomorrow's Morning Times. I'll be writing the story along with Ty Wolcott is here taking some photos for us.
Solid chance these two will also be down in 3- and 4-point stances hitting each other on the football field.
Yeah, just about a month away from now.
Exactly.
March 19th, I believe. I'm assuming it's going to be a Friday night game in Waverly.
Some big boys right there.
If they're not already on the team, they both the coaches will be recruiting them. That's a good thing to see about Tioga, and every successful football and wrestling program I've seen over the years covering those sports in different states like PA, New York, Maine, is the kind of the teamwork of the wrestling programs and the football programs. It's just a good for both the wrestlers and the football players to do both.
You know, we've got coaches that are constantly pushing their athletes to play the other sport. You know, there's no better preparation for linemen than wrestling, and you know, football always gets guys in shape. And you know, our football coach, great lifting program. You know, he's a kid magnet, keeps kids out for sports, and really helps them develop their bodies by lifting and in the weight room. So, you know, it's just good for both programs to continue to work together to share athletes.
Yeah, I covered a school up in Maine. They won 3 straight football state titles and 3 straight wrestling, and the common denominator was a lot of the same kids. So
Yeah, well, we're really hoping to do the same thing next year. It would be nice to, I know football's going to be returning a really solid team, and so is wrestling. So it'd be nice to see these kids that lose this year to go out in a real positive way next year.
down to 30 seconds here. First period, no score between Camden Peter of Waverly, Cole Williams of Tioga. Tonight's match brought to you by Williams Auto Group and Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Short time now, only 5 seconds. Going to be scoreless, looks like, going into the second period. And it is.
Waverly defers over to Cole.
Williams going to go top. You don't see that too often.
No, that's a interesting choice.
Especially in the heavyweights. You don't. I
Yeah.
don't know if I've seen that, but
Probably a lot more comfortable. He's getting weight on him. Definitely get good drive. Elvis, he's got him broken flat. That's the good position.
I watched Mason Paris of Michigan the other day against Penn State. Man, he's a beast on top
Got
and
that right.
coming out front.
He's getting out front, trying to double those elbows.
Peter trying to fight off it, does a good job.
Yeah, good fight. He's staying in the ball here.
Now he's looking cradle.
Oh, he looked cradle.
And there he's got it.
scored
Oh, had it for a
Got
second.
two backs.
Yeah,
He did get a score, a 2 count. Did score a 2 count.
So 2-0 now.
Covers back on top.
Williams gets the 2 on the cradle.
Going power half. It was coming back out front for some reason. Oh, spinning back to his good side. Flex the ankle.
58 seconds to go here, first period or second period. Williams up 2-0 after the 2 from the cradle.
Tall order for Waverly on the bottom here. Looking for far elbow again. He's got the far elbow. This is going to put him.
Turn him over, he does. He's getting swipes, looking for the fall. That's
That
pretty
transition is
tight
head over
there.
the top.
There it is.
That was a good fall.
So 3:34 on the fall. Cole Williams puts the exclamation point on this match. It's going to be, according to the scoreboard, 39-3. Tioga wins it. We're going to go back to modifieds here. We'll have 5 matches and then come back for some more varsity action. So we'll be right back here in just a couple seconds with some modified action. You can watch that. First up here, they're going to start right away, it looks like. It's going to be Jake Brown and Seth Noto. Brown is the Tioga kid, right?
Yeah, Brown is Tioga.
So Brown from Tioga, Noto from Waverly.
Another kid that's going to factor into the future years here. Real aggressive, real athletic.
You saw it right there,
Yeah.
pushing right out of bounds.
He is definitely not afraid to mix it up, and he's super athletic. Still a little raw technically, but will definitely continue to improve over the time once he gets up and with the guys in this room. I really see good things out of him as well. It's the cousin of Trent, who's on the varsity team.
Got a cradle locked up.
Solid cradle. There.
Ref trying to find position there. There's a pin.
Very nice.
So it'll be Waverly's Sean Widrick against Garrett Godfrey of Tioga. I'm sorry, they're both going to be Tioga kids. Tioga's Sean Widrick, and then Tioga's Garrett Godfrey. Teammates going at it here in a modified match. Tonight's live stream brought to you by Tioga Central School District, Williams Auto Group, and Patty Mac's Daily Dose.
She gives you trust issues.
I am.
I always tell the story. I was in his room. I was in the wrestling room when he was coaching, and he's teaching. And this was back. I think Damon was a senior or something like that. And he's coaching, and he was who were they? The whole arm over the whole. The next night they had a match, and 3 of the kids couldn't get to them. Showed them the night before. I'm sure they knew it before.
I don't blame you.
Again, another Tioga v. Tioga matchup here. Just trying to get our young kids some matches. Again, a situation super tiny. Need to scrap with each other to get some live experience in this gym.
Oh, it's just Wanda.
So again, Caden Cole against Logan Bellis. I think Logan Bellis won the first one 2-0. So very, very quality kids here.
Their coach is good.
Both move fairly well. Real nice penetration shot there from inside ties for Logan. And he does score the 2. Both kids the first match really struggled on bottom. Neither kid earned a point off bottom. Logan Bellis chooses to cut him with 33 seconds left. Like the fact that they listen to their coaches. Both kids know they can ride each other, but put them back in a position where they've got to compete. It's the only way they're going to develop.
That varsity final was 63
3?
must be for they weren't. I don't think they put the forfeits up on the scoreboard.
Gotcha. Well, and again, he's rebuilding that program, and there's no reason to put those forfeits. Just look at the contested matches, but
Yeah.
he's doing a good job. He will rebuild that Waverly program. He's got Aaron Stam there helping. They're going to do a good job.
Yeah, and you've seen just the progress they've made here last 2-3 years.
Yeah, state place winner last year with Stotler at 3rd, right?
Yep.
He's got 2 returning sectional place winners. He will continue. He was a quality wrestler himself. He's got some abilities. Definitely motivated. He runs a Waverly camp.
Yeah, I was up there at the Waverly camp this last year there where Kerry McCoy came in. I also did a story on Kerry for Win Magazine there. Kerry's a good guy, married to an Athens girl.
Yeah, oh yeah. What a stud wrestler.
Yeah, and he took over the Stanford Wrestling Club there, the RTC Regional Training Center, and then they just announced they're cutting Stanford University Wrestling. So hopefully they go back on that and make a different decision. But
yeah, I know. We got potentially dangerous on that knee. Again, protecting the athletes. As I said previously, they're not developing yet enough on bottom. They're really both struggling to earn their 1. Both kids can ride on top. There's a good scramble. It's nice to see Caden Cole compete and dive in and on the legs, knowing he needs takedown to tie it. Final score of that Waverly varsity match was 63-9 because Cole Williams at 285 is not able to get to the 285 any longer. So
so that's a forfeit. And then
that was a forfeit for Waverly in an exhibition.
Yeah.
Cole came out to really get in shape for football, and he's doing a great job. He works hard in the room. But
I know years ago was the unlimited division, right?
Correct.
So
he would be a kid, where the unlimited made sense. Kid's too big to wrestle. But I applaud him for coming out and trying to get in shape for his football season. This is the best way for him to do it. He knew that, and he's willing to do the work.
I think it was Josh Marks in Pennsylvania, Southern Columbia years ago. Good heavyweight, but then he was a Penn State football recruit, and they kind of told him, "You can't be you can't be cutting weight anymore. We need you over 300 pounds." And that. So I don't think he came out his senior year.
3-1. He's got 3-3. He's got to get an escape here.
Down to 15 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, he tried the forward roll again. Might give up set.
Down to 5.
Good scramble and good scramble.
Looking for a reversal here last second, and he gets it.
1 second to go. Very nice competition. Great between the two of them. Really high quality stuff.
Yeah, those kids, 2 kids are practice partners. That's good for the future.
Doubt. Yeah. Yeah, those 2 kids will be in the bottom of the weight classes when those graders are juniors.
Talked to Athens grad Brian Courtney, who's the starter at University of Virginia, and he was telling me that Caden Winters, who wrestles at RIT and 3rd place finisher, I think, in D3 Nationals a couple years ago, they were practice partners all the way through high school. So shows you how good if you have a good practice partner, it's always key.
Well,
this is
steel sharpens steel. When you have good guys in the room, the guys that aren't as experienced get better just by wrestling them every single day. So
Chamberlain of Tioga and Gingrich of Waverly here.
Chamberlain gets out.
They wrestled earlier too.
Yes, Chamberlain finds himself with a leg in. Doesn't like that, so he gets it out. Trying to fixes his headgear. A little long, little thin, but eventually their physique catches up and they start becoming real quality, but they always have this stage.
Gingrich looking for the fall on a
Oh,
cradle.
look
Now
at
they're
that.
turning him the other way
Nice
around. And
job. What good heart there. Good heart.
so I think gave him back, sent a reversal and an escape.
Got a 5-2 Waverly lead here. Sorry, those people at home. I keep forgetting about the camera.
One more modified match after this. Owen Rogers and Austin Babcock, and then we'll be back to varsity. Looks like 8 more bouts.
Should be some decent bouts this second round as well.
Cradle's locked up pretty tight now for Gingrich. There's the fall. You're going to see some different wrestlers for Tioga, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to mix it around, and some of the other guys in the lineup that got forfeits are going to bump up and wrestle.
So 2 Tioga kids on this here. Owen Rogers, Austin Babcock. Our last modified match for this round. It looks like they might have 3 more after the next round of varsity.
Again, this is what we were talking about, that coordination between wrestling and football. These guys are good-sized kids that, continue to improve in both sports. Just bodes well,
Yeah, it's been impressive just to see the reloading of both the Tioga wrestling and football programs over the years. Football especially, I mean, it's been great to see. Just the offensive line has been able to stay so strong over the years. I mean, that's been the best friend of all those great running backs.
I know. And even when they're undersized, they're strong athletes. They put their time in the weight room, but they're also really well coached. Their fundamentals and their footwork are good, so they can make up for being undersized. Gets a spin behind, goes right to the half. Looks like he's going to...
There's the fall.
All right, so we're back to the varsity.
So this is going to be Waverly's Derek Thorpe. Is it Deacon Bailey?
Deacon Bailey.
Deacon Bailey.
Again, one of our freshmen. He's our 102-pounder. He's going to bump up to wrestle 110 here. Long, lean athlete. Very good on top. He wrestled varsity last year, was undersized, so, he took a few matches on the chin, but he's another kid that's putting his time in the off season. He's every practice, loves the sport, which you're going to improve when you love the sport.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, wrestling's not really a sport you're going to go in halfway and succeed anyway.
No.
So back to varsity action here on the Morning Times live stream, brought to you by Williams Auto Group, Patty Max Daily Dose, and Tioga Central School District. I'm Pat McDonald alongside Josh Rowe, former coach and high school principal now at Tioga High School.
My first real introduction to Deacon, I took these boys on a 4-hour trip to a wrestling tournament, 6 of them in the same vehicle, and that was a mistake. This young man can talk. Great student. And in the years coming, this young man's going to play a pivotal role. He continues to improve.
So it's Thorpe of Waverly, Bailey of Tioga.
Very nice fireman.
Fireman's carry there and right to his back, trying to get some swipes here. Now he does. He gets one, only one though. Now he's getting it.
Keeps his head buried in that armpit till he gets his swipes.
So 5-0 early here. Deacon Bailey of Tioga over Derek Thorpe of Waverly.
He's got a bar on the left side.
Gets him over. That's tight. And there's a fall. So 38 seconds on the fall for Deacon Bailey of Tioga. Starts the second varsity match off right for the Tigers.
That was a nice penetration for him.
Next up, Landon McCarty of Waverly, Hunter Feather of Tioga. 118 pounds.
Hunter's a kid that, he came out in the modified, doesn't have a ton of experience, but I'm impressed with his fight in the wrestling room. It's not an easy wrestling room. Very young kid, but he comes out and he fights for us. And
yeah, when you have a good wrestling room like Tioga and some others around here, you're always going to get some diamonds in the rough kind of thing that come out of it. Maybe not have a ton of experience early on, but down the road are going to make some noise.
Correct. I had kids that had to survive the Brent Ryder, Fredenberg, McWinney situation. They survive, and then by the time they're juniors and seniors, they become 80% match winners, and just because they've just survived the room.
I think a guy I was just talking about, Caden Winters from Athens there.
Yeah.
Maybe wasn't the most talked about Athens kid, obviously, with Brian Courtney on his team, but going to RIT, national place winner.
Hammer on top.
Yeah. Unfortunately for them, he was redshirting this year anyway, so it's good for him.
Correct.
But they didn't get to wrestle at all this year at RIT, so. And the Tioga kid there too, Lamb, right?
Austin Lamb is there. It looks like he RIT just started wrestling. I don't know if they're going to compete.
Yeah, there's no D3 like championships or anything, but.
Well, USA Wrestling is going to put on an unofficial.
Okay. So that's good for them if they can get some kind of a season.
Yeah, I would like to see.
Chris Horton from Athens still there. He was a national qualifier last year. They got all the way out to Iowa and then got the call.
They've got the Horton boys, Austin Lamb. It's good to see those guys.
Nate Bradley's on the team. I think he's done now. I'm not sure.
He's really struggling with some injuries.
I talked to him at the barbershop, and he said, well, I could do another year, but it's another $60,000.
Yeah, such a tough kid.
This is McCarty, has a feather on his back. A lot of time to work this, 44 seconds. Ref has 3 holding, but looking for the fall.
Getting tighter and closer.
Good fight there by Feather, but there's the fall. First period fall for Landon McCarty.
He does a little flex.
Up next, 132 pounds, Connor Statler from Waverly, Tyler Rowe of Tioga.
Again, Connor being the sectional place winner last year for Waverly.
So Tyler bumping up about 2 weights, or 1 weight, just 1 weight up to 32.
Yep. Just to get a match.
Nice single shot there. Gets a 2, does Statler. Out of bounds, 1:39 left in the first period.
That was a very nice shot for Connor. Faked one way, went the other.
Rowe continues to move, trying to get out here. Got to bring him to the mat, and he does.
Connor with a tough ride.
.108 left here. First period, 2-0 Stotler of Waverly over Rowe of Tioga. Rowe, nice work there, trying to get out, and he does. Stotler right on him, though. Now they fight out of bounds. 58 seconds to go, 2-1.
Go, Connor.
Nice little fireman's carry there. Rowe gets a 2, right to his back. 45 seconds, he's got it tight. Stotler's going to fight off. He's got a lot of time to do it. 30 seconds, he's got to hold on here.
Go, Connor.
Keep turning.
Again, Connor
Rotate your hips. Come on.
fighting good pride here. Staying up on his head. Got it.
Down to 10 seconds.
5 seconds.
He's going to hang on here, but it's going to be 6-2. Rowe.
Go, Connor.
Rowe's going to take down.
One of the positions that Tyler's been working hard at, trying to get better at bottom. Can't earn one in the practice room yet.
Little switch there. Good foul, though, by Stotler.
Follow.
Now looking for kind of a standing cradle. Now Rowe in position to score. There's a reversal, 8-2 now. Rowe in front. Yeah, that bottom position seems like for all young guys, right? That's the toughest one to kind of master. Getting some swipes now is Rowe. And this area especially has got a lot of tough top wrestlers, it seems like.
Well, again, that's how a lot of our guys placed in the States, just being real tough on top.
Rowe got it in deep here, looking for a fall. Plenty of time to work this, 44 seconds. There it is. That's a fall for Tyler Rowe of Tioga over Connor Stotler of Waverly. Yeah, when I was up in Maine working at a newspaper covering some wrestling teams, I actually hooked a couple up. They come down, they go to the Jarvis tournament in Athens now, and the one coach that has been coming down twice a year for the Jarvis tournament and the summer tournament at Athens says his main reason is for his kids to get their butt kicked. He wants them to come down and get killed, especially watching Maine wrestling. It's kind of a newer state to wrestling, really, and just the top work down here gets the Maine kids so much work because they struggle on bottom when there's a good top wrestler.
Here's another freshman, Drew Maycumber, that I've got a lot of high hopes for right here.
Fireman's there at 2.
Yeah,
So this is Maycumber for Tioga, Derek Bartlett of Waverly.
He took a couple years off. He was in our youth program, took a couple years off and played some basketball, but came back to us and really competes so hard for us. In a very tough room, these freshmen got to really survive right now, and he is really competing hard, and his growth rate in the room has really been remarkable.
Yeah, like you said earlier, iron sharpens iron is the old saying, right? So 1:21 left here in the first period. Maycomber up 4-0. Looking for a fall now. There it is. So 47 seconds on the time. Troop Maycomber, Tioga gets a fall over Derek Bartlett of Waverly. Now all the way up to 171. Andrew Kimball of Waverly, Jack Woodcock, of Tioga.
Sophomore for us here.
Speaking of that Iron Sharpens Iron, I did a story a few months ago on the Finger Lakes Wrestling Club there over Win Magazine, and that's all they talked. Yanni Yakima Hollis there talking to me about it, just how great it is to get in those kind of rooms and the clubs and kind of get yourself better by sometimes getting your getting your butt kicked in the room.
What do they say? Smooth seas don't make good sailors.
Yeah.
You just if you're the best guy in the room, your growth rate is far less.
And the FLWC is not. I mean, I know Brian Courtney. I talked to him for that story. The Athens kid, two-time state champion PA, and he went up there to work with Coach Harrington and company. And
yep. Brian used to always go down to Bucknell quite a bit.
Yep, he was a Bison guy,
he was a Bison guy, and all those Bison legends, and they, he used those programs to get connected to some of the best kids in the country.
I'm sure the Cornell coaches are still upset they didn't get him to stay home, kind of.
Yeah.
So Woodcock up 2-0 here. 1 minute to go in the first period. He's taking on Kimball of Waverly. Down to 35 seconds. You're watching the Morning Times live stream brought to you by Tioga Central School District, Williams Auto Group, and Patty Mac's Daily Doze.
Another situation where they're giving up that cross arm, cross wrist situation. It's just
looking to turn him here. Now he's getting swipes. 15 seconds left. 3 holding. Down to 5. Coaches thought it was a pin there. The ref shook his head. No, not yet. So into the second period we go. Jack Woodcock of Tioga up 5-0 on Andrew Kimball of Waverly. Up next, 189. Trevor Myers of Waverly, Emmett Wood of Tioga.
Just got a nice thank you from Superintendent of Waverly, Eric Knowles, on my camera ability. I sometimes get a little caught up in the action.
Just got to tell the wrestlers, stay right in the middle. You don't
It would make this a lot better.
I'm going to try to rope Knowlesy into doing a Waverly match with me here later on. I think we'll be there for Spencer Vanetton when they're in Waverly.
Woodcock hitting a head under, trying to get to a near side.
Gets a 2.
Unlock his hands.
A lot of time to work this here. 1:13 to go. Already up 9-1, looking for a pin. Looks like it's there. Kimball doing a good job of just trying to fight off, but there's the fall. So up to 189 pounds we go. Emmett Wood of Tioga against Trevor Myers of Waverly.
Trevor Myers was the winner for Waverly, correct? Round 1.
I believe so, yeah.
Good,
He had a
good.
decision. Yeah, he took on Snell.
Yeah. This is another example, again, of both kids just willing to put it out there on the line,
Well, that's what you see successful programs do is no matter if it's a duel or whatever, they're not ducking anybody. You know, they want to get the best matchup for their kid to work for postseason. Obviously, this year not for New York, but
right. You use your season to prepare for the postseason, so you go get the toughest match. You're not padding a record, and you know, both coaches here know what they're trying to get out of this season.
Let's go, Trevor. Let's go, Trevor.
oops. Oh, back out stalling call there.
I got caught in the action.
You don't see that back out stall too much in high school.
High school, no. Again, Woody hitting that head under, but great fight. Going right back to it.
Myers trying to fight this off.
I don't know if he's getting to fight this one.
No, what there now Wood into a cradle.
Come on, Trevor.
Had it locked pretty tight.
Walking the ankle.
1:05 to go here. And there's the fall. So Emmett Wood, another win for him tonight. This time a pin over Trevor Myers of Waverly. Up next, Ty Beeman of Waverly against Josh Schnell of Tioga at 215 pounds. After that, we'll have Anthony Spear of Waverly against Cole Williams, heavyweight exhibition. And it looks like we're going to go to some more modifieds. And then maybe just 3 more matches of varsity, just exhibitions to get the kids some more time.
Making you earn your money tonight.
So are they counting both these towards the record, these varsity matches, do you know?
I don't think they even care about records right now. You know, they're just...
Yeah, when there's no no league championship, no
Right.
postseason, no...
No reason for it. Just wrestle.
Yeah, I feel bad for my friends up in Maine. I'm still on the board of directors of wrestling up there. They asked me to stay on even though I don't live there anymore. I do the PR work for them, and they're not allowed to, they haven't been able to start even practicing yet. They can do conditioning, but they're the only sport up there. Basketball's playing, everybody else is playing, but wrestling has been kind of put on the back burner.
It was good attack and good balance for Snell to fight that off.
1:20 left here, first period. 215 pounds, Snell of Tioga in the blue, Beeman of Waverly in the red. Feels weird being here, a Waverly Tioga match without about 1,000 fans in attendance.
Rowdy fans, too.
Yeah.
That know wrestling.
It's everybody else's worst year, but I think maybe the refs favor it with no no fans yelling at them.
Let's go, Ty.
It's a nice snap position.
Driving into it. Kind of lost his balance there, did Beeman. Now it's Snell in position if he can spin around. Beeman hang on to that leg. 28 seconds left. Now he gets it coming around. But good job by Beeman to fight that off. No score still, 18.8 left in the first period, 215 pounds.
Let's go, Ty.
That's the end of the first period. No score between Ty Beeman and Waverly. Josh Snell of Tioga.
That's a pretty action-packed first period, too, for big guys. Beeman's not afraid to penetrate. Snell was able to fight them off.
Yeah, it's always exciting when you get the big guys that have some offense to them. And
Yeah. Well, Beeman's got a
Come on, Ty.
pair of legs underneath him. He definitely has some strength to him.
Snell on bottom. He gets out, gets his one, so it's 1-0 now. Josh Snell of Tioga on top of Ty Beeman and Waverly.
This is always the concern with big guys early in the season is conditioning, and then they've got the mass, and you know how much have they been able to do.
Let's go, Ty.
You know if Beeman wrestled last year?
I don't remember the name.
I don't either.
1:10 to go here, second period. Referee doing a good job making sure the masks stay on.
Yeah, he's done a real good job with it this match.
Join the Morning Times live stream tomorrow night, 5:30 start. Waverly girls against Newark Valley. Was told earlier, it looks like the storm might be moving away from us, so hopefully we'll get some games in tomorrow night.
Let's go, Ty.
The next Tuesday, I believe the 23rd, we will have both Athens Sayre boys and Tioga Waverly girls, I believe, on the same night.
Action slowing down this period a little bit.
Down to 12 seconds here.
Big late period points.
This is all in warning against Tioga.
It was a good call.
Both wrestle on the edge. And that's the end of the period.
Gonna look for Beeman to go on bottom here and get his one. Tie it back up.
Yeah, he's going down. So he's down 1-0, looking to get his escape point. Quickly to his feet now. Gonna get his point.
Stand-up escape. That stall call on Snell may come back a little bit in this match if he doesn't stay active and control the center of the mat.
Yeah, so we're tied 1-1 now. One more stall warning there will be a point for Beeman. Nice double leg there, attempt.
Good Snell's position.
Snell's going to make score here. Beeman hanging on that leg, trying to avoid this takedown. 1:08 to go, though. Now he's up.
Building height here.
They take him out of bounds.
That's a great job, both athletes. Both athletes there showing a lot of heart late in the match.
Yeah, it might be a little gas, but they're still going all
Yeah,
in.
they are. I mean, Snell had a chance to score there, and Beeman's fought it off.
Go, Ty. Get at him.
Down to 45 seconds. It's 1-1.
Real pleased with Snell's fight in this, you know, for a second-year wrestler, being able to fight off some really good attacks by Beeman.
So shrug by attempt there. Having trouble with the mask
break,
there.
both guys starting to really feel the conditioning.
Ref says, all right, let's go. 31.8 seconds left. 1-1's our score. See who can get another good shot attempt here, or else we're going to overtime.
You know, another good shot. Scotty Davis, the referee, could hit Snell for stalling, so 10 seconds. He may not hit him now. Let him figure it out in overtime.
So Going to one last shot attempt, but it's late, and it's going to be not enough time to finish. So 1-1, we're heading to the sudden victory here.
Love it. Totally been ignoring
Yeah, now the conditioning really coming into play now. The key here is to get a shot off, but a good shot. You don't want a sloppy shot to allow a good spin, a quick spin around for the two.
Snell's flattened him a couple times off his shot when he doesn't finish cleanly really quickly. So
you see that often in those overtime periods where they trying to get anything, just get a shot off, and it comes off a little sloppy and easy two for the other guy.
Snell's controlling the center of the mat a lot of times, but still has yet to really penetrate trying to get a shot.
Down to 26 seconds. Down to 15 now. We have a mask.
Little mask issue. Something I never thought you'd say in wrestling.
Yeah. Hopefully, by this time next year, we'll be not seeing them.
Man, would that be great.
Well, we've been, sectionals by now for wrestling?
Yeah, we'd be looking at, we'd have the league championship done. We'd be in the class sectional right now.
Down to 10 seconds.
Going rideouts.
Heading to the rideouts here. 1-1 still. This is Ty Beeman of Waverly, Josh Snell of Tioga. And if they were putting their conditioning to the test before, it's really going extra gear now.
Let's go, Ty. Come on, Ty.
Could stand up right off the whistle.
So Beeman looking to get away.
Nice cutaway.
I was looking for a reversal. He does. Looking for a backs. 15 seconds to turn him. He does. That's tight. That's a pin. He's all fired up. So Ty Beeman with the pin here in overtime. Nice win for the Waverly boy. On to heavyweight. Anthony Spear of Waverly, Cole Williams of Tioga. Remember, tonight's match was brought to you by the Valley Williams Auto Group dealerships. Williams Toyota and Williams Ford are conveniently located on Elmira Street, and Williams Subaru will be joining them soon when they open their new facility in mid-February. For all your Toyota, Subaru, and Ford sales, parts, and service needs, visit WilliamsAutoGroup.com or find them on Facebook for the latest updates and vehicle news. That's Williams Auto Group, proud to partner with the community. So Spear in the red for Waverly and Williams in the blue.
Let's go, Anthony.
Williams definitely has the weight advantage on this match here.
Yes.
Working on the edge, trying to get a takedown, pulling him in. Still working that out front like he did in this previous match. That's 2 for Williams.
Let's go, Anthony. Get out of there.
Getting out front, running it. Got some on his back, looking for the fall, and there it is. 52 seconds in the pin. So now we're going to modifieds again real quick. I think 4 matches.
Yep, and I think that'll be it for the night. You know, it's good for both programs, get some mat time. You know, we're able to get Waverly 2 matches for every single guy, I believe, which is really, you know, what we need in this area right now is just to get kids on the mat, not lose them due to the COVID break.
Yeah, that's
You know, you don't want to lose kids from your program because of the situation that we're under athletically. So, you know, right now, Coach McCauley's down in the middle school. He's got good numbers. He's got some real big guys here that are going to help the program down the road. You know, again, Coach McCauley is also the lineman coach for football.
Oh, okay. So
You can definitely tell, you know, he's got big guys working right now.
this looks like Tate McCauley, Garrett Godfrey, both of Tioga.
The Godfrey kid's got some, you know, again, for a big guy, he's pretty athletic. He's going to will play a factor for us down the road here.
And tough to pick a wrestler of the night, kind of, but I would say Emmett Wood just bumping up, a couple weights to get a couple nice wins for him tonight.
And it's good to see, you know, kid bump up, take on Tedesco, you know, and that was a good, entertaining match.
Tonight's wrestler of the night brought to you by Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Coming soon to the Valley is Patty Mac's Daily Dose. Located in the former Carl's newsstand, Patty Mac's will be the spot to get your daily dose of lotto, skill games, tobacco, drinks, and snacks. Check out Patty Mac's Daily Dose on Facebook for more information. Yeah, so they had a couple of matches, another varsity matches listed. It looks like they're not going to.
Oh,
I'm not sure if they're going to do them or not.
it looks like they've got a couple kids back there still, so.
So they got 3 varsity matches after the 3 or 4 modifieds here. 110 Derek Thorpe against Zach Katsupka.
Yep. You're a little guy. But
Andrew Kimball against Ethan Agan, and Anthony Spear against Josh Snell. And there's a fall. Looks like the Coach Whitman, Coach Harrington talking it over there, see what they want to do.
Well, what's going to be interesting here is the next matchup has 2 real solid athletes that are, you know, going to be in the mix for Tioga in the years to come. Brennan Sidoni and the
Jake Brown
kid. This should be an entertaining match. This is basically a varsity caliber match here at the modified level. Should be pretty athletic, pretty entertaining match for a modified level.
You have to tell me by mask which one's which here.
So, oh yeah, they're both wearing yellow headgear too. So,
American flag mask looks like.
Sidoni's in on a shot here.
Oh, okay.
It's a little extended. Brown's not putting a lot of weight on him here on the sprawl, but.
$40 seconds here, this modified match, first period. No score between Tioga's Brandon Sidoni and Jake Brown, both of Tioga.
Right back into the same position. Sidoni getting on the leg.
Down to 4 seconds. No score here. How many matches do they have on the schedule for both these schools?
I think there's 5 or 6 on the schedule.
Because there's like those 6 schools in the Tioga County division, right? So that's they're just gonna.
And they're trying to stay, you know, mostly local. And then some Elmira schools, I think Waverly's picking up. Tioga's also trying to get some of the larger school matchups.
Got you. Lock and hands call here.
Jake got caught locking hands when he returned him there. So gave up a penalty point. That should make it 1-0 Brennan Sidoni. Posts into his quad pod, sits back into it. It's good bottom work right there.
Gave him the one. Now looking for
Back in on that shot.
30 seconds left to go. Second period.
Jake supporting his own weight. He's not putting weight on him. The leg that's being attacked is still bent. He's got to put some weight into that leg. It's not straight. But again, both boys competing really hard. Brendan Sinone's been the aggressor on the leg attacks. We'll be interested to see if Jake starts penetrating. Oh.
Both thought they had something
Gave-
there, but
Oh,
they could give him nothing, I guess.
he gave nothing, waved off. He did give him the 2 on the neck whip. Jake Brown chooses bottom, down 2-0. Nice stand-up cutaway. Wants that front headlock again.
Stalemate called. 28.1 left here in the third period. Nice scramble here.
Gives up a late time takedown there. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would have given that.
Now they're saying
Oh, he gave the
reversal.
reversal. So that ends up cleaning it out.
So
Smart.
4-3 is our final.
Yeah. Ended up not making a difference there, but good match. Good match.
So Troy Bremen and Sean Widrig. Bremen of Waverly. Widrig of Tioga.
Go, Troy.
Takedown Waverly right to a half Nelson. Looks like he's got
That
pretty
was
tight.
tight there for a second. Now he's getting it back. There's a fall. Quick fall for Bremen.
Last modified match.
Says Ellis and Noto.
Both Waverly. I believe.
Okay, both Waverly kids.
Yep, just getting an extra match in. Last modified, and then we'll hit 3.
Yeah, it looks like 3 more
Varsity
varsity to close us out. Derek Thorpe against Katsupka.
Yep, Katsuka.
Andrew Kimball against Agan. And Anthony Spear against Josh Snell.
Katsuka will be giving up quite a bit of weight in that one.
I'm not sure who is who here, so I can't really
Yeah.
won't be able to tell you.
Right a half, Jake.
I see Waverly's got both uniforms there, the 2-piece and the old-fashioned singlet there. I know some coaches over the years weren't too thrilled with the new uniform, but I think it was a good addition. Even if it helps you bring 1 or 2 kids out, it's good.
Correct. You know, especially at the modified level, you get some kids that are body conscious, and you know, until they really develop their strength, they prefer that. That's okay. Anything to get the kids out on the mat.
See? Big ball grip, Jared. Jared, come on. You're 3rd show's top, Jared. Come on, inside, Jared. Yes, get it. You're too far up, Jay. Sit back a little bit. Yes, run it. Get him. Lock it, Jared. Jared, get the back of his head.
40 seconds left, second period. This is Ellis and Noto, both of Waverly in the modified, the last match of the modified tonight.
Over that side. Don't use your left. Shove it. Yep. Shove it. Over. Yep. Keep going. Run it. Sink your head. Come on. Take it off your knee.
There's a fall. So back to varsity we go. Thorpe from Waverly, Katsupka of Tioga. So what's he weighing in at, you
He's
think?
a freshman. He's around 100. You know, and eating all he wants. But he's scrappy. You know, I love the fact that he's in the room just going hard. He's not afraid to mix it up. You know, so I really look forward to when he's a full weight class for him.
It's got to be just great for him when you're looking at some of these names he's got to battle in the room, right? Lower weights.
Yeah.
I mean,
Again, same situation.
When you got Sylvester and Bellis and Rowe and Welch and
You're bound to continually improve, and then you get to show it when you get to wrestle other teams. But we'll see if he can handle the weight difference here.
yeah, when your own room is really tough, you actually feel relieved probably when you go out and wrestle.
Other matches, you do.
Right into a pinning position here is Kasupka. Gives it up, maybe looking to work a little bit, and so it's 5-0.
That wrist control position.
Yeah, I was watching the Big Ten Network special on Penn State's wrestling room and how they practice. They said some days they just go in and wrestle. They don't have anything focused on,
Just
you know.
figure it out, yep. You know, actually the Tioga room, they've left the last 15, 20 minutes of practice to just let kids learn from each other, learn from coaches on individual things. And, you know, each kid has their own style, their own set of moves.
And there's a fall, 104 on the fall. That's Zach Katsupka of Tioga getting the pin over Thorpe of Waverly. Up to 171 we go. Andrew Kimball of Waverly, Ethan Agan of Tioga.
Here's another kid I'm really glad came out. It's his senior year. You know, he came out last year.
Good to see the seniors get some kind of a season too.
You know, and he came out and was part of the team last year, and you know, shows to every practice, works really hard, puts in a lot of effort. You know, and it's, again, those kids that come out late and stay in the program. I think Coach Harrington alluded to it in the article, you know, for the Valley Sports Report, that, you know, that's great. When you get kids to come out late to your program, stay, stick it out.
Yeah, that's key. I mean, you just need the numbers, number one, but it's also good, yeah.
And it's good for those kids.
I think the competition's infectious, too, in that room, I'm sure, you know. Yeah, you might get an athlete out, but he's an athlete coming out. Even if he comes out late, he's an athlete, so he's going to pick it up.
You know, he's a good football player. He might be on the be the quarterback potentially for the varsity football team. You know, so he's getting in shape, showing some strength. It's a good mat return there.
The good news, you get to those 171 and above. You don't need to know 100 different moves, right? You
know,
you can kind of get around with you if you master a few.
Correct. You know, you don't have to know every move. You have to be in shape. You know, and there's no excuse for being in poor shape. You know, any athlete can go running. You know, just get in shape and work hard. And Ethan puts his time in. You know, it's only a second-year wrestler, but he definitely goes and fights. I think we had a mask break in that scenario.
I was going to say, I hope you have a few more boxes of those masks, blue masks, because you're going through them tonight. As a principal, how have the kids dealt with the whole COVID during school?
My student body, I can't tell you enough about them. You know, nobody likes to be masked, but they do a good job. They really do stay masked for me. They carry the barriers around that nobody enjoys. They just do what they need to do to be in school.
Yeah, I think a lot of complaints throughout this COVID thing, but it was never from the students, really.
Yeah, I think they're just happy to be around each other, and you know, they do what they need to do.
Broke another mask.
I think he did break a big head. It must be.
So 32 seconds here, first period. This is Egan up 4-1 on Kimball of Waverly.
You know, and that was a situation where a new wrestler a lot of times does get thrown where Kimball had him, you know, on the edge of the mat there, and he was able to fight his way out of that. Oh, got a locked hands there. Gave him a point.
Yep. What is the rule there? How long do you have supposed to be for the free move, really, with that?
Well,
it's
really an official. A lot of times officials give them 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, if they're
you're not allowed to start a move by rule.
You got to be in one already.
You have to have something already started that the lock hands is going to prevent.
So end of the first here, 4-2 is our score. Egan of Tioga up on Kimball of Waverly.
It's a good ride out for Ethan. Kimball kid really put in a lot of effort to get his one there.
One more match after this, 2:15. Anthony Spear of Waverly, Josh Snell of Tioga.
Egan starting the second period on bottom, up 4-2.
Snell getting his work in. He'll be up next after that overtime match there.
He'll definitely be in shape for football. Goes to a short sit. Oh. Gotta get off his hips.
Put himself in some danger there. The suck back.
He's got to power through, and does. Keats putting himself in that position there. That was a nice job right there. So gets the second level.
Gets out 5-2. 1:23 to go here, second period.
Good shot.
Almost. Have it. Now it's going to be 2. And to his back.
Set some backs there.
This is Kimball looking for the fall. Got it. Pretty tight there.
That is tight.
48 seconds. Good job by Egan.
He's fighting.
He's going to roll through here, looks like. And he does.
He's down by 2. Not adjusting his position in his break.
Now come to the other side.
Yep, there's some good jump sides right there.
There's a fall. Nice comeback win there for Andrew Kimball of Waverly. So our final bout, 215 pounds. Anthony Spear of Waverly, Josh Snell back at it for Tioga.
Oh, it looks like Tedesco is going to wrestle the Brown kid. Nice.
So who is this now?
This is Tedesco, the sectional place winner for Waverly,
Yep.
that wrestled Emmett first round. He's going to wrestle the freshman Trent Brown.
Oh, Trent Brown, okay. And so they added a match here.
Yeah, they added.
Or maybe they're giving Snell a
Might
break.
give Snell a little break from an overtime. It's good that Trent gets another match here. There's a slide by that he hit.
Yeah, he likes that move.
Now Trent will hit a headlock right here.
Ooh,
That's not good.
That's a hard slam
that was
there.
a hard slam. Good 2 mat return. And he gave up bar situation. He's going to have to get tough. Got to turn into him.
So it looks like kind of a catch weight here because Brown was at 71 earlier. Tedesco up
Yeah.
to 89. So
Brown Dog, he said he wanted to wrestle him, so.
and that's as a coach, you gotta love hearing that.
Yeah,
Saying if a kid
know.
says, "I want to wrestle a tough kid," just to see where I'm at. Injury time there after that slam.
I love it when freshmen aren't scared, That's
Yeah.
it really is a trait of the Browns, too. Andy was fearless for me. His father placed 4th in the state for me one of my first years coaching.
So 2-0. Tedesco on top here. 1:17 left first period. We'll say we're at 189 pounds.
Tedesco hits an illegal
Yeah,
full Nelson.
Full Nelson there. So he's gonna give him the 1. Now they're gonna go neutral. So.
Yep.
Try to sweeping single, but right into a
right
cradle.
Into a cradle. Tedesco guy is pretty long.
That was tight. There it is. That's a fall.
That was good position.
I believe. To look around, see if anybody else is warming up.
I think we are done.
Looks like it. All right, everybody. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight in the Morning Times live stream brought to you by Tioga Central School District, Williams Auto Group, and Patty Mac's Daily Dose. For Josh Roy and Pat McDonald, I want to remind everybody, watch us hopefully without the snow. We'll be in Waverly tomorrow for Waverly Girls Basketball against Newark Valley. And everybody have a good night.